Welcome to BMBBH News with Kev. News without the WS.
Now, two young suspects are charged with murder and robbery in a deadly shooting on Indy's north side.
It happened in January. CBS 4's Jesse Wells spoke to the victims' parents today.
According to court records, the murder, which took place right here on this street behind me, stemmed from a date that turned into a robbery. The victim's family hopes both the 19-year-old woman, who's accused of arranging the crime, and her 18-year-old boyfriend, who allegedly committed the shooting, are held accountable for that senseless killing. Jarrell Pryor stayed out of trouble and worked hard raising his daughter Honey until he was set up, ambushed, and shot to death near 49th and Primrose, just north of the state fairgrounds, in late January.
I'm broken inside. I'm torn. I'm tore up.
He lost his life for going on a date.
In fact, just a few hours before Tamika and Travis Wiley's son was killed, police believe Pryor messaged this woman, Alexis Hawkins, asking a three-word question, "When you free?" This affidavit claims that while Hawkins agreed to go on a date with Pryor, she simultaneously began messaging her boyfriend, Brian Winston Jr., arranging to rob the unsuspecting victim.
It was a senseless act, and they didn't get nothing out of it. And they took everything from us. You can't escape this type of pain. You can't. There's no running from it. There's no getting away.
While talking to police, Hawkins allegedly admitted she was at the scene, inside the victim's car at the time of the shooting, but denied taking part in the violence. For their part, police insist a series of messages between the two suspects ties them to the robbery and murder. Pryor's parents say they celebrated his daughter's third birthday without him just a few weeks ago, and the arrest of the two accused killers does not ease the family's pain.
I mean, no justice will ever cure my broken heart. It's not going to ever bring my baby back.
It really doesn't matter if they spend the rest of their lives in jail. We lost, and we have to deal with this pain every day.
Finally, Hawkins made her initial court hearing last month. Winston has not yet gone to court. Both suspects are being held without bond pending trial. Jesse Wells, CBS 4 News.
You know what makes this one really sad, along with a senseless loss of a life? This was a single black dad, and his beautiful baby girl is now without her father. It makes me sad to think about the times that he's going to miss as his daughter is going to continue to grow. And I'm saying this as a father of a young daughter myself. He's going to miss out on so much fun. Hopefully his 3-year-old daughter, Honey, can bring some joy to the parents who are still grieving over the loss of their son. I'm glad they interviewed both parents sitting there together, including the father, because in my reading of reports about this tragic incident, Jarrell Pryor, age 23, was a very responsible young man who did right by his baby girl, Honey, who just turned 3 and has a really good connection with the child's mother. Looks very much like his parents, his mother, and his father taught him well to be a respectful and accountable human being and a good dad. It is so hard for parents losing a child. Travis and Tamika Wiley raised their black son correctly, only to be taken away by two low-life pieces of garbage whose parents, whoever they are obvious failures. You failed as a parent when your child decides to rob and kill someone. Like, what were they thinking? He balling? We can just walk away from this one. After this, what goes through the head of people who shoot people? They're just evil. Shoot, some of you viewers would be surprised at the amount of ninjas and bitches in prison for robbing and killing someone and got little and nothing out of it. And yes, if you set someone up and the victim is killed, you are just as responsible. Alexis Hawkins here, 19 years old, agreed to meet Jarrell Pryor for a date and use her simp ass pookie of a boyfriend to rob and shoot Pryor. That's violence by proxy. She also tried to dodge accountability immediately when she was being interrogated, saying her fingerprints aren't on anything. Like that, it was just a random act, like she CSI by mentioning fingerprints. Unaccountable women really believe that everyone is stupid except them. Like police investigator can't pull up text message histories talking about believe me, believe women. She lost all of her false confidence after they were like, well, what about these text messages? These hoes will lie till the very end. A young father, a father who was there for his child, you know, because y'all love trying to say black dads ain't there, lost his life because two evil, hateful pieces of trash. May Alexis Hawkins and Brian Winston Jr. be punished to the fullest extent of the law. Hopefully life in prison or the death penalty, if that's possible in this case. And brothers out there, you know, single brothers, whether you're childless or not, be really careful seeking dates on internet sites. Pryor met Hawkins on Instagram. Don't believe it can't happen to you, because it can. It's really a shame that people who try to do right by their children have to pay the price for the ones who don't. Now little 3-year-old Honey has to grow up without her dad. Poor child. My condolences to the family, to the parents, Travis and Tamikia, for the loss of their loved one, Jarrell Pryor. Rest in peace, young man. Oh, and to these two, rotten piss. I hope you are locked up till you die. Okay. All right. Till the next time.